Azimuth created the most powerful weapon in the universe, the Omnitrix. This alien device allows its wielder to transform into dozens of alien species from across the universe. But Azimuth didn't want just anyone to have it. He wanted someone he could trust, someone who might one day save the universe. So, he sent his assistant to Earth with the Omnitrix to give it to a man named Max Tennyson, a long-retired plumber. But something unexpected happened. Vilgax tracked the ship and attacked it in an attempt to steal the Omnitrix. The assistant quickly launched the device toward Earth, away from Vilgax's reach. Meanwhile, a young boy named Ben Tennyson was walking through the forest when he saw what looked like a shooting star. But this star suddenly changed direction and landed close to him. How did the Omnitrix change direction? Because future Ben, along with Professor Paradox, traveled back in time and transformed into Cannonbolt to redirect the Omnitrix toward young Ben, instead of Max Tennyson. As Ben approached the watch, the Omnitrix latched onto his wrist, and for the first time ever, Ben transformed into Heat Blast. That was the beginning of his hero journey. But over time, we've seen many different versions of the Omnitrix. What's the story behind those versions? The one we just mentioned is the original Omnitrix from the classic Ben 10 series. After Ben turned 11, he stopped using the Omnitrix because he lost feedback, an alien who was absorbed by malware during a long battle. 4 years later, at the age of 15, Ben returned in Ben 10, Alien Force, where he reactivated a new Omnitrix with a redesigned look and new aliens. However, by the end of the series, this Omnitrix was destroyed. Later, Ben got the Ultimatrix, which was stolen by Albedo from Azimuth's lab. Albedo used it to transform into ultimate aliens, and Ben eventually got it after defeating him. That marked the beginning of Ben 10, Ultimate Alien. At the end of that series, Azimuth gave Ben the Omniverse Omnitrix, the most advanced version yet, featuring the most powerful aliens in Ben 10 history and many new modes we had never seen before. But there's something interesting about all these versions. Ben always wears only one Omnitrix at a time. So what would happen if he had two? Imagine if Ben had both the Alien Force and the Ultimate Alien versions at the same time. How would the aliens look? We saw the answer in Ben 10, Omniverse, through the character Ben 10,000. He wore a special version called the Bio Omnitrix, which looked like two watches combined. Each watch activated a different alien, and then the two aliens would fuse together to create a stronger hybrid alien. One of those fusions was Crashhawker, a combination of Crashhopper, who can jump incredibly high, and Shock Squatch, who controls electricity. And that's just with two Omnitrixes. But can Ben use more than two? Let's find out. In Ben 10 Reboot, we saw Ben acquire the Omnitrix once again, but this time, the device didn't change course like before. The Omnitrix itself evolved over the seasons. In Season 2, we saw crystal fusion aliens, created by merging the other capsules. In Season 3, we got armored aliens after Ben received the Omnikix key. In Season 4, we saw Omninaut aliens after Phil reinserted the key correctly. But still, just one Omnitrix. Except in one case, in Ben 10, Alien Extinction, Evil Ben owned 9 different Omnitrixes at the start of the film. He defeated another Ben from an alternate timeline, making it 10 watches. Then he beat the Reboot Ben as well, giving him 11 Omnitrixes. With that many devices, he could transform into any alien and fuse them together into even more powerful beings, stronger than even the aliens of Ben 10,000. But there was one problem. He didn't know how to control that much power. Eventually, he was defeated. Still, what if Reboot Ben got multiple Omnitrixes and learned how to properly fuse aliens? We've already seen some accidental fusions in the Reboot caused by glitches in the watch. And if there's one person who truly deserves the Omnitrix, it's Ben. We've seen him save the universe countless times, and even sacrifice himself to save an alternate version of himself who didn't have a watch. With or without the Omnitrix, Ben Tennyson is the strongest hero in the universe. So what do you think, friends? Could Reboot Ben get multiple Omnitrixes one day? Tell me your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload.